Yeah, I would like to share my screen. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah. So we are going to discuss about auto scaling today. Okay. So yeah. So auto scaling in a sense, there is actually automatically scaling, which means the name itself indicating automatically scaling. What it is scaling? The servers. Okay. So it will scale the servers automatically. Okay. So there is actually auto scaling. For suppose you have a auto scaling. So there will be actually minimum size. Okay. And also desired size. Okay, minimum size, desired size, and also scale as needed. Okay, so minimum size in the sense, for every auto scaling, if you want to do auto scaling, first minimum servers you need to keep, and also maximum servers also you can keep. Okay, uh, minimum must be there. Okay, and maximum also. Okay, there is no any infinity servers. Okay, there will be limit. That limit would be maximum. Correct. This is actually desired, which means I'll tell you desired size, desired size, minimum size, max. I'll mention min properly. Okay, so minimum servers will keep, maximum servers will keep, and desired servers. For example, um, if it is for suppose there is no any full of floating. Okay, there is no any full of floating, you did not mention any kind of offers. Okay, at the time, so you need to keep this minimum desired capacity must be run. Okay, right? So minimum size we can't keep zero, right? Whenever you keep zero, auto scaling will not work. That is the reason there is actually minimum size which should be one. Correct. And desired scaling means even the floating is there not, even the traffic is there not, that desired capacity is should be there. Okay, so for example, in my case, I have to, for according to my server and my requirement or my business, desired capacity must be 4 servers should be run, for suppose. Okay, so I will keep minimum 4 servers running even if there is no any kind of what floating or traffic. Okay, for suppose, in case I kept some offers. Okay, during these offers what will happen is floating will be there continuously hitting your server. So what will happen? So again the load balance, whatever load balancer, what it will do some load balance, it will do balancing. And also whenever traffic, continuous traffic and flow happens, then your cpu utilization should be increase more than 90%. Whenever it reaches 90%, it will use this one. So these whatever maximum size reaches of up to desired capacity, again it will go for auto scaling. Okay, auto scaling, for example, if it is reached up to 90%, then again it will launch one more. Okay, again it is crossed 90%, again it will launch other server until, example, for suppose maximum capacity is 10, until it reaches 10, it will allow traffic. Okay, whenever it reaches high, then it will stop the traffic, it will reject whatever the traffic is getting, that will not respond, which means it will reject the traffic again after reaching this much. Yes, correct. So we need to identify that in auto scaling minimum capacity must be there, desired capacity will be there, and maximum capacity will be there. There is no any unlimited. Okay, there is no infinity. Okay, so we must mention maximum capacity, maximum sizes. Correct. Right. So this servers, right, maximum capacity servers. So this is how. So I will again try to explain one by one. One second. Yeah. So how we have to connect? First to load balancer. Okay. We need to create a load balancer. Already you know you have seen how to create load balancer, right? And I will keep my size of desired capacity would be 4 for suppose. Okay. So imagine your setup is like this. So what load balancer will do? Load balancer will distribute the traffic like this. You have a load balancer and three connected with the servers, web servers. Okay. So everything is working fine. Now let's assume today is a big day. For suppose today is a very big day. For suppose you are actually offering something. Okay. So billion day, big billion day, something like this. Okay, we can take examples like that. Let's say you are running discount sale. Okay. uh, we already mentioned some Apple new launching something like that. When you announce a discount, customers rush into access your site. Okay. Your whatever web servers. Okay. They request to go through the load balancer first. Customers will request, that request will go to first load balancer. Okay. It distribute the traffics into servers. Okay. So but what happens if each those servers reaches up to 100%, there will be limited CPU and RAM utilization. Definitely every system has certain CPU and RAM, right? If it is reaches 100% CPU utilization, then it can be take, yeah, it can, which means it will definitely go for other, to utilize other servers. Okay, what load balancer will do? Load balancer are actually distributing. Load balancer purpose is, as you earlier mentioned, this will only distribute the traffic. Correct. So so if all the servers are overloaded, in case all the servers are overloaded and it reached up to 100%. Okay. Balancer, does this load balancer can able to fix this? 100% not. 100% load balancer cannot overcome, cannot able to fix this issue, because load balancer is only purpose of distributing the load. That's it. Okay. So like for example, you may ask the question like, why not just we add the servers again, new one. Okay. One second. I will take new different color. Why not new one more server we can't add? Okay, good point. This is really good point. Today you might need 100 or 1000 servers. For suppose example I am telling. Okay. In this context, if you want to 100 or 1000 servers, if you want to add, how much time it will consider? Okay. Here actually the floating is high, continuously hitting, continuously traffic is increasing, but do you have that much of time? After that hour you may, for example, but okay, some time you have to taken, you have actually created three more servers, but how much it will take, how much time it will consume? So you need to create this servers templates. Okay. But this is a manual process involved. How much time it will take to generate one server? In the meanwhile, what will happen? Does your server will respond properly? Okay. If you want to do continuously like this, if you want to add and everything manually up to 100 servers, how much time it will take? Does your server really works properly? No, definitely not. It is actually manual process. Definitely your time taking process, time consuming process. In the meanwhile, what will happen is your server response will be very slow, or it will break. Okay. So you will manually launch these servers and install the packages, setup of files, configuration. These things are involved. To connect them load balancer every time, now and then, like this, If you, okay, manually you have done everything, 100 servers, up to you took around 12 to 24 hours, but you set up the server, but meanwhile your demand got decreased. This whatever floating is there, that got decreased, or still your floating is there. Okay, you launched everything, you set up everything fine. Okay, but thing is, okay, this offer has been closed. Okay, this offer you closed it, but again you want to decrease it, right? You want to decrease it, right? All the servers, 100 servers, if you want to decrease, how much time it will take? If you want to do all this manual process, lot of time is involved. This is a big drawback. Okay, right? So that is the reason, if you use auto means automatically it will launch your servers whenever according to your demand, on demand. It will scale, it will scale up and it will scale down whenever you want to. When you have a lot demand, at the time according to your requirement, it will scale up. Whenever there is no floating, there is no traffic, at the time it will decrease the servers, which means scale down. This process will do automatically. This process will happen automatically. That is the reason it is called auto scaling. Okay. Exactly. On premises. Correct. So yeah, in that case, and also time concern actually. Today's nobody has that much time. Okay. So what happens is, if this server is not responding properly, that user will not come back. Okay, user won't care actually. So for example, if I am trying to set something in Amazon e-commerce site, for suppose I could not able to find, or no response on time, then what will happen is, I will leave it on the time. What will happen? So business perspective also we need to think about. So for suppose, if there is no any kind of response, immediately my mind will be diverse. Okay, so I can't spend more time. Within few seconds, I just want to open it immediately. I just want to close this. Okay, this, I thought that the offer might be expire. In this case, what will I will expect too much proper response, right? So then your business also will definitely lose. It will impact on the owner business. Okay, so the scaling, dynamic scaling, what will happen whenever the load goes behind threshold 90% of CPU, auto scaling automatic. For example, it reaches 90%. Whenever it reaches 90%, immediately auto scaling will be launched. Okay, it adds the new server. Again I will set up here 90%. Whenever it reaches 90%, again it will launch other server. So then what will happen? It is pushing. Whenever it reaches 90%, it is triggering that again you need to launch one more server. If the load drops, for suppose if the load drops, then immediately it can terminate itself. Okay, the extra servers, whatever the servers are launched, okay, that will be terminated automatically. So whatever minimum, whatever desired capacity I have, that desired capacity will be there. So then what will happen is cost we can able to save. We can able to save that cost. This whatever remaining normal, whatever the desired capacity and minimum servers we I kept, I can only pay for that. Remaining extra servers, it automatically decreased. Okay, using auto automatically it was terminated, right? Load drop, whenever load drops automatically terminate. I could not able to, I can't pay for that, right? Whenever it dropped, the servers dropped, then we can able to save the money, save the cost, right? For example, if there is no auto scaling, so what will happen is you have 100 or 1000 services. So if you want to drop one by one, how much time it will take? It will take lot more time. So in the meanwhile, what will happen, even though you don't have any load, even though you have no any floating, still you are keeping the servers, you need to bear this cost, right? So you don't have to worry about how many servers to launch, right? So that it will take auto scaling, it will take care. The system handles that based on the real time demand. Okay, and also if new servers can be launched within a minute, sometimes in seconds also. Okay, this is very much faster than any manual setup. You cannot compare with the manual, right? So yeah, this is actually the theory part. Do you have any questions? I'm clear it. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, yeah. It's a good question actually. I'm not sure in what kind of what the way they are actually building. There are two ways then. So if they have complete infrastructure, okay, if they have complete infrastructure, they will come to competitive to the AWS. This is one way. The other way is actually they will take a contract from AWS. Okay, they will use their space and they will build their own infrastructure for data center, their own data center. They will keep their entire whatever the services are there for them. Example, power lines are there, wind lines are there, okay, oil sector is there, okay, fertilizers are there, chemical farmers are there. So whatever industries are there running, they will keep their entire data and they will maintain confidentially without intervening other third party people. Okay, or else if they have that much of capability and the source team, high level technical team also, they will also they build their own infrastructure and they will be competitor to AWS also. There is no doubt about it. Okay, so what happened is actually I have seen previous one project which is name is tipco, TIBCO. Okay, what tipco is doing, they actually bought some space from AWS. Okay, so they build their own cloud services to for them. Okay, and also they are actually keeping everything in them related to tipco, and also they were providing some spaces to other services. Actually Singapore Airlines is there. Singapore Airlines is one of the customer to the tipco. They are actually providing space, and whatever the applications are there, their applications everything is kept by tipco itself. They're maintaining by tipco itself. This is how actually they are doing. But main source is actually main space is taken from AWS. This is how actually some companies are working. So like that, yeah. So now before going to setup, I will clearly mention the steps actually. Okay, first we need to create a load balancer. Okay, then we need to take Amazon Linux. Next, we'll take T2 micro because as it is free tier. Okay, and next, whatever the packages are there, that packages we need to run on top of this terminal. Okay, next, we need to take 8 GB RAM. Okay, and key services, that is common actually. Key, whatever key is there, pem key. Okay, that pem key we should download. Okay, and next, security groups, whatever the security group is, ssh one point, the other one is http. Okay, so these security, so far these security groups we need to open. Okay, so whatever this is actually related to load balancer. One second. Okay, this is load balancer. So we need to create separate that. And other one is, this is related to this this setup. Enter this setup should be done in launch template. There are launch templates in AWS. So using launch templates, we have to create all this, not EC2 instance. Okay. Yeah. So the same process is there. But thing is, you need to find that you should be find through launch template itself. If you create launch template only, it will be applicable to auto scaling. If you do the same with EC2 instances, it doesn't applicable. Okay. So the other thing is, so we need to mention in load balancer, what we need to mention is first minimum capacity. Okay. Minimum capacity is 4. Okay. This minimum capacity, for example, I have a grocery shop. Okay, for example, I kept some services, in the sense some kind, some items. Okay, whatever items which is selling. Okay, so I could able to keep that. For example, I'm opening it 24 hours, for suppose. Every day I'm actually opening this grocery services, so I'm keeping some items only. Okay, for example, some festival came or nearby something is happening. So at the time, what will happen? If continuous flow is happening since 1 week, it might be there. Okay, it might be there. Maybe demand will be there up to 1 week, for suppose. So according to requirement, what I will do is, I will increase my items, right? Definitely, because the demand is there. If I want to sell, and if I want to go into the profit, then according to the requirement, I will increase more items according to the demand. Okay, if it is necessary, I will also increase 24 by 7. Okay, so till 1 week. So after finishing this on demand, so after finishing it, what I will do is, so maybe this items has been done completely, items has been sold out. So then I will not repeat it again, right? So there is no demand. Why should I keep all these things? Whatever according to the demand only, I kept extra some items. But there is no demand right now. So whatever general items are there, that general items only I'll keep in my grocery shop. Is it right? That's how. So I'll keep minimum 4. Okay. And also threshold capacity is greater than 90%, I will mention. If it is CPU and RAM utilization exceeds 90%, then it will launch new server. Okay. Again, again I'll keep maximum server capacity is 10. Okay, and whatever tags are there, the tags you need to mention, or maybe tags here also will get. So these tags for identification. Okay, if you want to give your own name, the purpose also, what purpose, what project related. For example, this is actually this is normal purpose. For practice purpose, we are not utilizing tags are important when we are going to use these tags, in the sense there are a lot more projects will be there in companies. Okay. So using this tag, what is the purpose of this project? What is the purpose of this launch template? Everything we can mention very sensitive manner. Okay. Very sensible manner. Like for example, if you use tags, okay, I will mention project name. Okay. Project name with the title. Okay. Or what kind of how many templates are there? You can mention with the numbers also. Okay, so this by using these names and numbers you can identify which project is related, unnecessarily go inside opening all together. So just by using this tag all itself you can identify, okay, this is related to so and so project. That's how, so that's how we need to mention tags so far. So current situation we no need to care about these tags, but in companies while you are working at that time is it is matters. There will be one format will be there for you every company. They need to follow that titles according to that. Yeah, so this is these steps actually we need to follow. Okay, so this whatever it is there, this box is there, this box is comes under auto scaling. Exactly, you're right, good understanding, right? So this is all about this is all about actually steps. Okay, these steps we need to follow before going to do auto scaling. Okay, so shall we start? So I will show you how to do this. Okay, so let me close this. So I'll also open, yeah, so these are already servers running currently. Okay, so what I mentioned is earlier, first of all, before going to do any auto scaling, first of all, load balancer should be created. Am I right? So already in previous class we have created. Again we are repeating it for better practice. Okay. So do you see this? Whenever you see EC2 instance, so there will be lot more options left side. In this you can find load balancer and auto scaling. First of all, before going to that, first we need to create a load balancer. Okay. So let's create a load balancer. Okay. So do you remember the steps? Yeah, yeah. So I will mention my load balancer as a name. Okay. So I'm keeping three availability zones. Okay. Whatever availability zones, if you keep this, this will be good advantage for us. It will distribute the traffic in between three availability zones. Right. Yes. And also I'm going to keep security groups. Security groups that should be whatever my web servers are there. So those security groups I'm going to mention here. Let me check. Yeah. Security. Just I'll take a confirmation from here itself. Yeah. Wizard 16. Yeah. Wizard 16 is there. But it is really good practice to keep your own name. Right? Yeah. And I'm going to choose it. Yep, this is security group and Visa 16 is there, right? I'm going to choose it. That's it. And this is actually default, correct? Yeah. And index.html also default, right? So next here it is important. If you missed it, your load balancer will not work it. So you need to choose whatever the instances are there. So where you want to distribute the traffic. For example, I have 100 servers, okay, but I don't want to distribute the traffic in between 100. I want to keep only 50. So, yeah, 50 instances. So if you want to distribute particular, for example, I have a three servers, three instances are there. I don't want to distribute the traffic in between these three. I want to distribute the traffic in between these two only. So I'm choosing it from here itself. So like this, right? So again, this timeout I should not keep more. I will keep only 150 or 100 is enough. Okay, so I'm going to keep like this, and load balancer tag. So for better practice, I'm going to keep my LB load balancer 1. Okay, sorry, LB. So value is 1. I'm going to keep it. If I have a lot more load balancers, then you can identify from here itself. Because whenever you create load balancer, if you go to load balancer, there will be, you will find, for example, if you create a 10 load balancers, you'll find a 10 in that particular option. Okay, in the, if you go navigate to load balancer, if you find a 10 with the same name, you will be confused. Right? That's how. Mm, exactly. Good catch. So this create a load balancer. Yeah, whenever you after finishing it, just to verify it whether this created or not properly. Just go here and let's check here. See here, load my load balancer got created, right? That's how. And next to after finishing load balancer, yeah, 1 second, I will it will take time, so I have given it, right? So 100 and 150 seconds are there, so that will be loading booting time. So at that time you should not try to access this. Let's we need to allow some time, at least we need to take some time to utilize this. Whether it is working or not, we will cross check after 100 seconds. Yeah. So even in the meanwhile, if the server is very faster, and it will catch it. Okay. So you need to check whenever you want to check this load balancer whether it is working or not. You need to use DNS name. So you need to take copy this DNS name and paste here. Right. Right. It's working. Right. It's working. That's fine. So now, according to our steps, so we have created load balancer. Now what we have to do is we have to create Amazon, I mean a launch template. We need to create a launch template. Okay. So the same step which you are create while you are creating EC2 instance, the same steps we need to follow. Some steps are little change. Okay. We'll identify which one is different. Okay. So now after finishing load balancer, after creating load balancer, we need to create auto scaling groups. This is auto scaling group. So as in when you see here, you just click on auto scaling group. Okay. So here you need to keep the name my hyphen as auto scale. So this is just small name. I'm just mentioning it. Yeah. Create first we need to, yeah. So this is what, before creating auto scaling group, this is a big mistake. Okay. Before creating a auto scaling group, we need to create autos launch template as I mentioned, right? So then what you need to do, you just go here in global search auto, sorry, what is it, launch template, launch launch template. See here, can you see this launch template? You need to keep ready. Yeah, I just clicked it. I just clicked on it. Yeah, from here global search also you can find it, and also there itself you can find it. Okay, create launch template. So if it is created, once after finishing it, that should be appear there in auto scaling groups. You got it? Yeah, in the search drop box. Okay. So here, my I'll keep like this. My launch template. I'll keep like this. Okay. Okay. What is this template version? It is description. This is. I'll keep like this same name. Whatever description. Okay. If you want, you can keep load balancer. I'll keep like this. Okay. And auto scaling guidance. The provide auto scaling help me set to auto scaling. I can I use the EC2 auto scaling. Okay, keep it. And here application as OS image. Okay, what I'm going to take is here recently launched and currently used. So I will take, let me check here. So I will try to check a browser. Okay, I'm just searching it. So I'm going to select new one, Amazon Linux, right? I'm actually choosing operating system for my launch template for server. Exactly, exactly same like that. For auto scaling, if you, if whenever it demands, so it automatically it should be take, right? So for that, for server, for that server we are actually choosing the operating system. So this is what you understood. Yeah, Amazon Linux I have chosen for operating system. Okay, yeah. So here you can create new key pair. Okay, let me try to this is launch template, right? LT and key. Okay, so I'm going to create this. Okay, that's good. Next. Mm, okay. What is this network related? Selecting security group. Okay, let me check here whether 16 is there, right? Let us be in the same circle. Yeah, so better it would be share the network properly. Okay, next. So this is as usual 8 GB. Let's keep as usual because yeah. Okay, so let's keep this because we are actually using free tier service. Okay, next to scaling group. Okay, we'll keep like that. So yes, that's fine. So this one template we have created just simply we are going to launch. You see this? Can you see this? In your first year of opening an account, 750 hours per month only. If it exceeds, definitely it will be chargeable. Yeah, this is okay. Let me create launch template. Yeah. So now I'll go back to home. So here we need to create auto scaling group now. So let me create auto scaling group. Um, my iPhone auto scaling group. I'll keep like this. Any name, it's up to you. So launch template should be up drop down here. Whenever you drop down here, so you must get that launch template. Okay. For example, if you have 10 or 15 launch templates, you can't find out, right? So that's the reason name is matters. Yeah. So you see here everything got. So now next, right? Yeah. So now, yeah. So what is this instance type requirements? Specify instance attributes. If you are you can keep the same instance attributes or instance type from the launch template. Okay. So or you can choose override the launch template by specifying the different instance attributes or manually adding instance type. Okay. So right, fine. This CPU, minimum CPU, how much should be we need to keep? Uh, Minimum CPU. 1 second. Add more instances. Okay. Minimum instances. The minimum maximum number of CPU per instance. One. I'll keep one. Okay. So this is maximum. Sham. Maximum I'm going to keep 10. Okay. Okay. Memory 8 GB I'm going to keep. Okay. What is this? Maximum memory is, this is not required. I think so. I'll keep 30 only in the default itself. Okay. What is this? Additional instance attributes not required. This is optional. Okay. Instance purpose, sorry, purchase options. So instance distributions to run default tolerant workloads at low cost, define percentage of instances that will be spot instances. Spot instances are spare EC2 capacity that offers steep discount compared to on-demand prices at AWS can interrupt with 2-minute notification. Okay, so yep, default cooldown period. I think let's keep it as usual. Hmm, this is options. This is fine. Allocation strategies, low price, network. Yeah, VPC. Actually, we did not create our own VPC. So let us take default. Okay. So availability zones three we need to keep. A, B, C. You see, 1A, 1B, 1C. Okay. In Mumbai, it will distribute the in between 1A, 1B, 1C. Yeah, balance best effort. Okay, next. Yeah, load balancing. Attach a new load balancer or existing load balancer. Okay. Choose your load balancer from here. You see here, our load balancer should find classic load balancer, right? So our load balancer name is classic. That's why it doesn't show earlier. Now it will appear. Okay. Okay. Next, what is this? Lattice integration option. I didn't use this. It's okay. Keep it as usual. Application recovery controller zone shift. During availability zones, uh, impairment target instance launches towards other healthy availability zones. Enable zonal shift. Okay, so it target if for example one availability zone is uh, not available or something down. So what it will distribute healthy availability zones only. That's the purpose. If you want, you can keep. That's your option. Okay, let it be. So health checks, health checks. So turn on elastic load balancing health checks. Yes, recommended. What does it mean? Health checks in the sense elastic load balancer monitors whether instances are available or handle it or not. When it reports unhealthy instance, EC2 auto scaling can replace on its next period check. Okay, so turn on this is not required. So health checks grace period. Okay, how much I will keep 150. Yeah, yeah, 100 or 150. It's okay. Next, so configuration checks are done. Next one is group size. Configure group size scaling optional. This is let's keep it as usual. So minimum desired capacity is one only. Maximum would be 10. Okay, as we already discussed this. And what is the automatic scaling? Okay, no scaling policies. Target cracking. Choose whether to use target tracking policy. Your auto scaling group will remain as its initial size and will not dynamically resize. Okay, but targeting, what is this? Choose CloudWatch metric, but we did not create any CloudWatch, Sam. Okay, so we did not create any CloudWatch, so that's the reason. Let it keep as usual. Okay, so this is for tracking purpose. Okay, Autos CloudWatch is actually monitoring service which will monitor your CPU and RAM. Okay, that is completely different service out of this topic actually. So whenever we are discussing about CloudWatch, we'll discuss about this also. We'll cover everything all this. Okay. Again, these topics will be repeated. Yeah. VPC next, Sam. I'm telling. After finishing this auto scaling, we are going to discuss about VPC. That's a very big topic. It will take 1 week. Yes, everything will be covered in VPC only. Subnet all will be under VPC itself. Okay, that we did not touch that yet. Yeah. So what is this instance maintenance policy? Okay, we don't touch this because as it is free service. Okay, additional capacity settings default capacity reservation. Okay, let it be. So yeah, additional settings enable instant scale protection. No protection. We don't have CloudWatch also. This also. Oh, no need touch. Sam actually, this is completely based on requirement only. Okay. Next. Next, notification related. We have actually for notification purpose SNS is there. Simple notification service. Okay. Simple notification topic actually we are not adding here because we will thoroughly will discuss about that. Okay. We are going to set up it and I will send you notification to your email practically. Okay. That will be done by you itself and I'll also show for you. I will take a theoretical class. After that you will be done it. Okay. So next again. So what is this tags again? I'll keep some tag. I'll keep here. Yeah, tag name should be like this. Name and the value is 1. So like that you need to mention. So while you are giving tags, n should be capital. We are giving key value. This is actually key value and this is actually value. We are actually mentioning like this name n should be capital. This is format, Sam. I don't do anything. Okay. So like this. Next. This is last step for review. That's it. Whatever you have done, you can see the group details, launch template. So this is related to networks, subnet related, all availability zones, CIDR range. This is actually default because we have chosen VPC's default. Okay. So next, whatever memories, CPU memory, RAM. Okay. So instance purchase, everything, it will, you need to cross check before actually. So this is actually just only lab session. I'm just showing, I'm just skipping like this. But while you are creating in organization level, you must be very much careful every point, every each and every step. You need to take a confirmation from your teammates or whatever your relevant people. Okay. Be careful. So while you are setting up this in your organization level. Okay. Next, you need to create a auto scaling group. What is this? Auto scaling group could not be created. Tag name field have a little mistake is there. So where is that? Tags. This is the tag. Yeah, yeah. My auto scale cannot have trailing space. Okay, I'm maintaining some space somewhere. Space is there. Yeah, you see this? There is a space here. Yeah, I'm just removing it. Again, just need to create. Okay, done. So, auto scaling group created with to using my launch template. This is a launch template. Still, status is pending. You see here. Yeah, updating capacity. It will take 150 seconds. How much we mentioned? How much we mentioned? 150? Yeah, yeah. And in advance, I did not give any. What is that? I did not give um, comments. Okay. So that comments I did not give intentionally. I will give that comments manually. Okay. Always we are mentioning in advance only. So let us do manually from here. Yeah. So I want to show you. So even if you missed it, how we have to set up again. Yeah, those comments only. So no. Actually, launch template, we need to use these commands actually in launch template itself. So see one thing, Sam. Actually, that is actually manual process. While I am showing load balancer, that is manual process. Now using launch template, it's going to be load balancer. What load balancer will do is whenever your traffic hits, it will goes to first load balancer. What load balancer will do? Load balancer will search for my template first. Okay, in my template, whatever the server configuration is there, using that server configuration, that same kind of server will be launched in auto scaling. Okay, let us do. Just give me 1 second. The status is not showing anything. Yeah. Let me go to st2 instance again. Auto scaling group one. You see here, auto scaling group. My auto scaling group. Yes, this is fine. Okay, launch templates. This launch template. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if you want to do, if you want to modify, you can do modify from here itself. Okay, fine. That's fine. I got options this also. So I hope let's go and check again whether it is ready or not. So auto scaling. Yeah, can you see here? You see here my auto scaling. This is the name. So it is launching. It is getting. You see here my auto scaling, and also I think I mentioned two only, right? Minimum. How many I mentioned? Maybe it should get four then. I forgot. Okay, so with the same name it will show. For example, I will try to terminate it again. Okay, I will try to terminate, which means in our case, terminate in the sense demand is low. Okay, so let me try to terminate anything. Let's terminate. It should create again because auto scaling continuously running in the sense it should create. At least minimum I am telling desired capacity should be created. What is whatever I mentioned in the desired capacity, that desired capacity you should see here. Okay, so that's how. Which one? Which one? Azure. Yeah. Azure DevOps you are telling. The simple, yeah, DevOps is similar to any cloud, Sam. Only the cloud is different and their services are little different because the terminologies are completely different. Okay, but you should be, for example, if you are continuously using Azure, so you'll be very much freehand, right? You know where the service is there, how to use this service, what are the terminologies, everything. Okay, for example, one AWS cloud admin, if they want to go inside Azure, they could not able to identify very faster than as admin cloud, Azure admin cloud. So, which means, so whatever you are continuously working, that will be in very much freehand. Okay. If I am using as a AWS cloud, if I want to use, I can use, but it will take time. Definitely, the terminologies will be different. Okay, as the same Azure person, if he want to comment, he can do that, but it will take time. So he want to understand what is instance. He will always try to think in Azure perspective, the terminologies. But thing is, once if we come and see this user graphical interface, then what will happen is this will be little different. We are habituated. We as a DevOps AWS cloud, so we have habituated where exactly where the services are available. But but Azure people are habituated with Azure. AWS people are habituated with the AWS. That's how different. Nothing else. Remaining or same. And also some features, some AWS has lot more features, some features which is not there in this AWS, some features are there, they are that are available in this Azure, like Azure pipelines or etc. Some lot more features are extra, there are little difference are there. Example, build Azure pipelines are there. Okay, so Azure pipelines are included in Azure cloud, something like that, extra features are there in Azure's. So AWS also some more different, somewhat different is there. Okay. Yeah, it is trying to get now initializing. It is taking time. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 Sam. I will create it within minutes. I'll show you. No, no, no. VPC we can create in seconds. But here actually it's taking time. And also free-tier service will be slow as compared to early, other services. Yeah, yeah. High tech city. Yeah, Gachibowli, High Tech City, Madhapur, Kondapur, so all these areas. It is expanded very much big space in Hyderabad, but is completely adjacent. Which area closest to the airport in the sense Mehdipatnam is little Shamshabad. No, no, no. From Hyderabad the airport till IT hub, it's around 21-25 kilometers. Yeah, yeah. So there is no any IT sector around across. So around airport area because that is completely greenery. That is completely kind of forest. So it is stuck actually. I'm trying to type, but I don't know. Not supported. Okay. So still it is working slow little. Oh, the volume does not exist. Okay, okay. Oh, see, same issue. Sam, this is actually there is a limit actually for my system also. Yeah. So even I did not pay amount actually. So it is not allowing more instances because it is already crossed four. So I given four and remaining how many? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So it is not allowing more. Okay. So still it is getting ready. See how many? One, two, three, four. Right? So this is how it's actually we'll do one thing, Sam. Tomorrow what I will do is I will give my access to you tomorrow. So what you need to do is from the starting onwards tomorrow you need to create a load balancer. I will guide, no problem. Don't scare. Okay. I will remove everything. Okay, I will remove everything. So from the scratch itself. So or else I will keep only web servers here. Okay. Or else I'll remove everything. Okay. So from the scratch itself, you need to create a first web server. Okay. After that, you need to create a load balancer. After that, you need to create a launch templates. After that, you need to create auto scaling. Okay. Let's do all together. We will follow this process. Okay. Then it is easy. Okay. So even there is a limit for my account also. Okay. So the free tier that's the difference between free tier and that paid services. This is not enterprise version. Okay. And also, so whenever you are creating your instance or so account also, that will be asked this is for personal or enterprise. So enterprise account will be different. So it is not allowing me now. So and still it is trying to create, you see, one, two, three, four. Desired capacity is four, that's why it is trying to create a four. Okay, but still it is not yet created because the system does not accept this much volume because it is already exceeded. So tomorrow I will remove everything and I will give it to you. Okay. So then try to access and we'll do all together at once. We need to create a launch template first. We need to create load balancer first. Then next after load balancer we need to create a auto scaling group. After creating auto scaling group, we will see how many instances will create it automatically, and also if we stop the service, okay, or else if it is if you stop one or two services, let's see how many it will be recreate, or else we need to keep a load, okay, more than 90% using some commands. Okay, let me find out that if possible. Okay, so this is how this auto scaling works, Sam. Okay, you understood the steps, right? At least theoretically, right? So we'll connect tomorrow at 11:30. So we need to do all the setup. That's the reason we need to take more time. So that's the reason we'll connect at 11:30. We'll do all together. So we need to follow all the steps one by one. Okay. Okay, that's all about auto scaling. So auto scaling completed, load balancer completed, and scaling completed. And so yeah, I will add some more little what I can say words. I mean terminologies. Okay, scale up, scale down. What is the meaning of scale up? So do you understand? Just as brief. Okay. So I will tell you. I will tell you. Scale up means increasing the capacity of single server. Okay, scale down. What is the meaning of scale down? Is opposite direction, which means whatever I mentioned in scale up. Okay, the opposite is called scale up, which means decreasing the RAM. Okay, okay, scale out means it's adding more servers to handle increased load. This is called horizontal scaling. I will mention. Okay, scaling means removing the removing some of the servers handle less. This actually these terms are important terminology. I'm telling. I will mention here. So let me try to clear this. I will mention four terms. One is scale up. Second one is scale down. Third one is um, what is the third one? Scale out. Sorry, scale out. The fourth one is scale in. Okay. So there will be vertical scaling. Okay. There will be horizontal scaling. Okay. This is actually you need to keep in mind. This kind of questions will get to confuse you. Okay, whenever you are trying to add RAM, CPU continuously, okay, 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, 6 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, up to like that, if you are trying to increase and or adding RAM like this is called as scale up. When you are trying to decreasing the RAM, that is called as scale down. Okay, whenever you are trying to add the servers to your current servers, that is called as scale out. Okay, which means you are continuously adding the servers like that. For example, we have done the same, right? Using auto scaling you have added the servers using auto scaling, correct? Yeah, that is called as actually scale out. Scale in means removing the servers which is related to horizontal scaling. Okay, the RAM, CPU related, hard disk related to vertical scaling. Just keeping. Yes. So this is there is no any automation process right now. So whatever you have to do, you have to do it manually. This vertical scaling. Okay. Yeah. Horizontal scaling, we have actually automatic process using auto scaling. Using auto scaling, whatever we are doing, that is actually called as scale out and scale in. Scale out means we are actually adding the servers. Scale in means we are actually trying to remove the servers. This is actually horizontal scaling. This is called as vertical scaling. This is for interview purpose I mentioned. Okay, so this is all about yeah, auto scaling, launch templates, and also vertical scaling, and horizontal scaling, and also load balancers. This is all about scaling. Okay. So that's it, Sam. So we'll connect tomorrow at 11:30. So and we'll do practically. That will be done by you. So, but keep in mind, Sam, it will take a time because I'm actually theoretically explaining. I'm doing practically, and also that same will be repeated by you, which means one work is done by three ways. Three times it is repeating means it will take completely time consuming process. It will take too much time. Okay, so that's why we're actually to already whatever it's been around 20 days. We have started since this 20 days we only still here. We have completed Linux only, and we are still very starting stage on of AWS. So there are a lot more concept to cover. Okay, but it's taking time taking process. Let us speed up. Okay, and yeah, so and also keep in mind, I don't know whether you have enough time or not to go for move forward, but it is actually taking time. Just keep in mind and notice this. Got it? Okay, Sam. We'll see you tomorrow at 11:30. So take care until then. Take care. Bye bye. Yeah, bye.